Yes, sir. You read the title, bro. And you're probably thinking, what the heck is bro yapping about now? What's really going on? It's simple. We're gonna get into all of the shenanigans as I break down the deck lists. Because it's two of them. I have a 50 card version, I have a 44 card version of the deck. And this deck is actually tier 3 right now in the Master Duel Meta website. But it does have a few problems and we're gonna address them and all the extra shenanigans. So before we get into all of that, quick shout out to that boy Ace. If you watch One Piece, if you was there for Marine 4, you know what I'm talking about. We always gonna try and rescue the boy. So with that being said, 50 card deck list, we're gonna go over both of them. Before I get into all the shenanigans, just a quick reminder, if you guys enjoy the content, please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. So we're gonna start off this with the Gamma. Two Gammas, and some of you don't like playing Gamma from what I've been told in the comment section. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like the Gamma and why I'm playing the Gamma in this deck. One, Bonfire. Every time you see Bonfire, most of the time people want to ash this thing. So if you have a Gamma, you're gonna have a good day, because now you get an extra body on the field, technically two, but you might not be able to link climb or link summon with this thing because it's not an effect monster, and some of the link monsters need an effect monster. So it is one to maybe two extra bodies on the field, but the point is you get to negate, you get to still search and make your plays from there. Same thing with the emergency. If you're brick but you have rescue ace cards in the hand and you want to start off your combo with the emergency because it's all you have, they're definitely going to ash that. Anytime you start a combo with emergency, they're definitely going to try and ash that thing. So Gamma coming clutch for that. Also for the original Sinful Spoil play, if you normal summon or special summon the Poplar, activate her effect, search for this if they haven't activated anything because they want to save the ash for the original Sinful Spoil. Then what you could do is, you know, not make the link Karibo, activate this, send it to the graveyard, and if they ash or maxi then you have a Gamma is gonna come in clutch. So that's three different plays that you want to have a Gamma for, which is really cool, right? So then we're gonna run 3 Rescue Ace Hydra. We don't have to explain this one too much. It's probably the second most important card after the Turbulence itself, because you know it's gonna allow your traps and spells to have extra effects. So we only run 2, you don't need 3, because it's not a 1-card combo, unfortunately. So then we're gonna run 1 Snake Eyes Poplar again for the little Snake Eyes, the Abastar package that we're gonna run. We're gonna run 3 Maxi for Maxi reasons. The Gamma, I already explained it. We're gonna run 3 Ash Blossom for Ash Blossom reasons. We don't care about the fact that she's a tuner because we don't synchro summon in this deck whatsoever. Then we're gonna run the Rescue Ace Impulse at 3, and I'm gonna tell you why I played at 3. I like this thing at 3, especially if you're gonna play like a 50 card version. It allows you to make turn 0 plays. You might be able to get a preventer out onto the field to flip a card face down, and that might be able to stop your opponent from making their board and all the extra shenanigans. But sometimes making turn 0 plays might not be the best play with this deck, because then they might just be able to get rid of your materials, your resources as they build their board if that flip down didn't do much. So be careful with that, even though you don't mind, because if they send the cards to the graveyard, then that's really good, because if you get a Turbulence then you have your plays. But just be careful with that. But I like this thing at 3. Then we're gonna run the Rescue Ace Airlifter at 2, mainly because it's limited to 2. It's technically, this is a 1-card combo for sure. So you know, wish it was at 3 for the deck, but the deck was clapping everybody when it was at 3, so it's limited to 2. Then we're gonna run the Rescue Ace Fire Attacker. I like this thing because if you have the impulse, if they activate a monster effect to search or add to the hand, you activate the impulse, you special summon this, you get to draw 2 cards and discard 1. Is a really nice play sometimes. We're also going to run the Rescue Ace Fire Engine. This thing is tough because it's going to allow you to special summon, you know, 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck sometimes. So if you want to get your Hydra onto the field, if you need to, you could do it by just using the Fire Engine. And sometimes you might need an extra body, so by normal summoning or special summoning a Rescue Ace, this thing is really good for extension because it's just going to special summon itself. Then we're going to run the 3D Abastar. We're playing a 50 card package. Running her at 3 is really good because again, she is a really good starter for this deck because you get to do the combo if they don't have any interruption without ever having to use your normal summon, which is really good. Then we're gonna run 2 preventers. You don't need more than 2. 2 is fine. Most of the time you're just gonna use it to recycle cards that are banished and things like that. Well, to special summon the monsters that are banished and things like that, or you know, the flip face down. Then we're gonna run 2 Turbulence. You don't need more than 2 because then this is also a brick without cards in the graveyard, so we only run it at 2. We're gonna run 1 Nibiru for going second shenanigans. We're gonna run the reinforcement of the army, 2 triple tactic talent. This thing is one of the best board breakers in the game. It's also one of just the best cards in the game in general, because being able to look at your opponent's hand is nice, especially if you break their max heal, whatever, you know what they have. Now you only have to worry about what they draw. You could take over a monster, which could be an extra body for you to link into, which is a disruption in a sense, and then you could draw 2 cards, which why would you not want to do that, right? And there it is, Sinful Spoil Subversion. This thing is this is the reason why I won a good amount of my games going second. Like, I'm almost considering running 3 copies of this in all the decks just because of the effect of putting something in the back row is just insane. But you know, then if you're playing against Snake Eyes, you might not have a good day. But we run 1 copy of it, it's extremely good. Again, the bonfire, we're only running it so we can search out the Poplar, so that way we can special summon the Poplar. Then we're going to run the original Sinful Spoil. Like I said, it's for the small Diablo Star package. We're going to run 1 Rescue Ace HQ, which is, you know, we're going to recycle cards, draw cards. I was playing the Super Polymerization, because at this point in time, it's really hard to choose between hand traps and board breakers. So I feel like this is one of the decks that take advantage of being able to run so many cards that you can run both hand traps and board breakers. So I decided to go with the 2 Super Polys. We're also going to go for the 2 Cold by the Graves, 1 Cross-Out Designated, because we're playing a good amount of hand traps and board breakers as well. So then we're going to run 1 Rescue, 1 Alert, and then we're going to run the 3 Emergencies, right? We're also going to run the 1 Wanted because of the Diablo Star package, 2 Evenly Matches. Now the main reason why I run the Evenly Match is because this deck loses to Evenly Match, so if I could get a reinforcement of the army on the field, and they evenly matches, we can negate it, and at least we could survive that. If they have a second one, then it's tough time for us. It is what it is, but that's why we run it at 2. Also, we could use it ourselves to break boards if we're going second. So that's why we're mainly running. Then we're going to run 1 Contain, and then we're going to run the Extinguish. For the extra deck, we're going to run 1 Moon Dragon of the Swamp, because this is both of these right here, super poly targets. Then we're going to run the Link Karibo. We're also going to run the Salaman Grey Solar Wolf, 1 Hita the Fire Charmer, 1 IP Mascarenita, 1 Dark the Dark Charmer the Gloomy, 2 SP Little Knight aka Stu Little. We're going to run the Promethean Princess, 1 Amphibious Swarm Ship Ambler Whale, 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, 1 World Dragon Sea Lantis, 1 Salaman Great, and then we're going to run the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Now this is the 50 card deck list, and let me show you the 44 card deck list. Alright familia, so here we are for the 44 card version. Again, everything else in the main deck is the same. We just took out the Super Polys, we took out 1 Diablo Star, we took out 1 Rescue Ace, and we took out both the Evenly Matches. Because the thing is, I was playing those and it was in contingency, meaning I was playing them in terms of just in case. You know, they're just in case cards, just in case we need to break the board. Hopefully we can, yada yada yada. But I feel like this might be better. This might be better because of the fact that, now 1, we could play the Nightmare Phoenix because we have more space. We could have done it in the other deck, just get rid of 1 of the SP Little Knights, but I don't necessarily like that too much. But this thing can come in clutch because this deck has problems with getting rid of back row, so at least the Nightmare Phoenix can come in clutch when it comes to that. We're also going to play the IP Mascarenita, which I think is really good for this deck as well. We're also going to play the Nightmare Unicorn because sometimes you might want to have multiple ways of making a Link 3, not just the Promethean Princess, because she might get fingered, well, called by the grave or whatever. So, you know, it's sad times. And that's pretty much it. Those are the only differences. I think I like this version better because one of the things about running both board breakers and hand traps is that now you have less chances of opening them in either turn, right? Like sometimes you might have less chances of opening Ash in your turn 1 because you're playing so many cards, but with this 44 card version, the odds and the ratios are closer to you actually opening with the Ash, so you could defend yourself with the Maxi and all the extra shenanigans. So with that being said, let's go to the website real quick. Alright gang, so I just wanted to show you something real quick in the website. If you don't want to hear me yapping and stuff, just skip over to the replays. But basically, this deck is tier 3 right now, and it actually has a little bit of a hard matchup against like Voiceless Voice and any deck that you can't target. It also has a hard matchup against Yubel because you can't target the back row, so you might not be able to pop the Nightmare Pain, which is why you might want to play some Ogres in this deck if you can slide them in there, right? So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you that it's still 3. It has a few problems. It can be a little bit bricky, and it doesn't have a lot of good back and forth with certain decks in the meta right now. But as you can see, it's second to tier limits in tier 3. So with that being said, enough with the yapping. I have a few replays for you guys, so let's get into those. Alright familia, here we are for replay numero uno, number 1 of the day. So for this video, I'm actually going to do something a little different. We're going to start off with a replay where we went second and I lost. But it was an extremely crazy duel and you're going to enjoy it. Here they're going to start off with the Dark Beckoning Beast, getting this of the opening of the Spirit Gates on the Rock Lee, activating the thing's effect, getting this of the Chaos Summoning Beast to the hand. Now we're playing against Yubel, but they don't have the Yubel package right now. So they have to make on-chain plays as they use both of these monsters to go into the Yama one more time. They're going to activate that thing's effect, getting this of the Shavara to the hand. So now he gets to activate the circle, send Shavara to the graveyard to special summon the Dark Beckoning Beast, getting this of the escape of the on-chain in the back row. Now he has 2 monsters to link into the on-chain Souls of Rage. He's a little angry because he doesn't have the rest of his combo. He's going to set down a back row and end his turn, right? So this is the 50 card version, so we did have the evenly match. So we're going to go battle phase evenly here. Of course, he does have a Max C though, so we're going to Ash that locally for us. We do have the Ash, even though we still have the Cove of the Grave, but I decided to keep that. So he's going to activate the escape. He's going to pop 2 cards, the circle and the rage. So we're going to Cove of the Grave the Yama preemptively. Because if I wait for them to activate it, then I can't Cove by the Grave because it won't be in the graveyard anymore. So we're going to do that. Even though essentially we could have Cove by the Grave the rage, but it would have been about the same thing. So it doesn't really matter. We're just going to Cove by the Grave her now. Get her out of here preemptively. Both of these cards get popped here. Negate the ball, get it out of here. And then evenly match basically did nothing as they activate the rage, getting themselves the Dark Beckoning Beast back to the hand. So we managed to break the board. We're going to activate the Avatar, get rid of the triple tactic talent because they never activated a monster effect. Now essentially you could say that it might have been better to just send the Hydra and keep the triple tactic talent because we haven't normal summon or anything yet. That's why I kept the Hydrant, because if they negate this, then we could at least make Hydrant plays from here by getting a preventer. That's what I was thinking. So we got rid of the talents. We're gonna get ourselves the original Simple Spoil. Also, nothing was glowing yet, but he did have an Ash. He was toggled off with the Ash. Original Simple Spoil gets negated. Sad time for us. So here we're not gonna normal summon the Hydrant, activate the Hydrant's effect, getting ourselves the preventer to the hand. And like I said, we technically have plays as we link off into the Link Karibo. Now here I'm feeling good, there's nothing glowing, nothing is happening. We're gonna activate the preventer, banish the Hydrant. Now we get to use both of these to go into the Hita. Now maybe we could have went into SP Little Knight, banish this, and then, you know, we wouldn't be able to, we already can't attack directly, right? So we could have went SP Little Knight, banish whatever the heck this is, but I wasn't too worried about it because it wasn't glowing. But I should have at least thought about the fact that it could have been the only card that wouldn't glow, which is Super Poly. But it could have been anything. It could have been anything. So here they're going to use both of these to make the Mood Dragon. I was trying to make the most optimal play because we could have special summoned the Ash from the graveyard with the Hita and make a bunch of link plays. So here he's going to normal summon the Dark Beckoning Beast. We have nothing. But he still doesn't have his Yubel package. He's going to activate the opening of the Spirit Gates, getting another Dark Beckoning Beast to the hand, extra normal summon, so normal summon it, and going to the Salaman Great Mirage. Bring it out here. So he's going to use both of these monsters, the Mirage and the Dark Beckoning Beast, to go into the SP, the Little Knight. Now because he doesn't have the Yubel package, he's doing this on purpose so he could banish the original Simple Spoils. Get it? Which is really smart on him. Yeah, he doesn't do any damage, but he's depleting resources little by little. And it's a really good play, right? Because again, he still has the advantage as we join to a wanted because we want that W. We activate that thing's effect. We're gonna get ourselves the Avastar, and luckily for us, we can activate this thing, recycle the banished Simple Spoils, draw a card. We join to reinforcement of the army, which is insane. So now we get our 1-card combo rescue Airlifter, normal summon it, activate its effect. He's gonna activate the Little Knight in response to it, banishing the Airlifter. It's fine because we don't necessarily need it on the field as long as I get my rescue here, activate the rescue the Hydrant, and he has another Max C. Of course it doesn't matter if he has the Yubel package because bro has all of these hand traps and shenanigans. So now we have to go +1 here, activate the Hydrant, get the Turbulence. Luckily for us, we don't have to give him a bunch of cards because we already have cards in the graveyard, so we can special summon the Turbulence here, activate the Turbulence effect, set down our back row, extinguish. We're gonna set the Contain, Emergency because it's an emergency, and the Alert. So now I'm gonna activate the Alert here so we can search out an Impulse. So the plan here was We get ourselves the impulse, so that way next turn we could go and activate this thing's effect, special summon the preventer, and that way we have an extra disruption. So as we go to attack, he activates the Moon Dragon. I said, okay, might as well do it now. They get an extra card, but we don't have to wait for their turn, and I get to do extra damage is what I was thinking. Special summon it, slap this thing in the face, slap him to the 2800, and give him a love tap for no damage. And then we're gonna end our turn. So now all of our cards come back. Technically, emergency is not as good as it would have been before. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe it would have been better for me to wait instead of giving him an extra card, but what the heck did it matter? And then we have our back row, right? So we have a good interruption. Of course, we took the Maxi challenge, so they have a D-Lotus now. We're going to activate the preventer to flip this thing face down. He's going to activate the SP Little Knight to banish the Turbulence and the SP Little Knight. And then he activates the Squirmer. Now, me thinking about it in hindsight, maybe I should have popped this thing here and now. But I was also thinking, oh, they could special summon it or whatever. But if I would have popped it, then he would have never been able to activate his effect. So maybe that was a goof on my part, now that I think about it, right? So we're going to let him special summon the Squirmer, bring it out here. He's going to pop the D-Loader so we don't flip anything face down. Both of these cards leave the field. He activates the opening of the gate, sending the other circle to the graveyard. So I'm going to activate the Extinguish and extinguish this thing now. So pretty good play on our part. Maybe I should have done it earlier, but it is what it is. But of course, he has a Nightmare Throne. He's going to pop the Spirit of Yubel. We're going to activate the emergency here. So with the emergency, we're going to special summon the Impulse and the Turbulence to the graveyard since we don't need it anymore. Also, it's one of the big bodies. I'm like, get the big body out of here. Bring smaller bodies, right? But then I kind of goofed because then I brought the biggest body onto the field in defense position. Now, mind you, I was still hoping that we could stop them before they do a bunch of shenanigans. Because right here, if they get themselves the Spirit of Yubel by sending this to the graveyard and special summon it, they're going to try and get the Nightmare Pain. So I'm thinking for that, we could contain it, and then they don't get the pain, we're going to be alright. But of course, he's going to recycle the circle that he had in the graveyard with his own circle. And now he uses both of these monsters to go into a second copy of the Yamame twice. Now he gets to activate that thing's effect. We're going to activate the Impulse, get it out of here. And we're basically going to special summon just the Fire Attacker. And I was hoping and praying that we would draw into a good hand trap here, anything. Because he's going to add a card to the hand. From the graveyard, of course, he's going to add the Shavara. So now we get to activate the attacker. We get to draw two cards. Unfortunately, it was another Impulse and the Cross-Out Designator, which is not that great right now. He's going to activate the Shavara. Pop the Yama, send two cards, special summon the Phantom of Yubel, activate the second circle, getting himself another Dark Beckoning Beast, activating the circle, send it to the graveyard. He's gonna get the D-Lotus back onto the field, use both of these monsters to go into the Chaos the Angel. And now it's our time because Chaos Angel is gonna banish our backwards, decontain. We have to contain that thing, but at this point in time, it might just not matter that much. It honestly might not matter that much. If we stop it, we negate it, but he still has the Squirmer, and now he gets to make the full play. He special summons the Spirit of Yubel. He's gonna set down the Nightmare Pain, and you know where this is going. Listen, bro, I think I played pretty decently. We played pretty well. We basically came back from nothing and actually gave this guy a fight, but it is what it is. If it wasn't for the whole reflect damage shenanigans, we might have been able to do. But look at this. Look at this, bro. It's like 50 bodies. Yeah. Link Karibo doesn't even do anything here. I was just doing it for laughs and giggles. But it was an extremely good duel in my opinion. And even though we lost, I feel like we did a good one. We did a really good job putting up a fight. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's why I started it with it. Let's continue to the next replay. Alright, my boys, here we are for replay number 2, number 2 of the game. We're going first. And now here we're going up against, I think it's like Sky Strikers or something. But here we're going to activate the emergency. This is what I'm telling you. If I would have had the Gamma here, it would have been a nice time. Because clearly this is the only play that we have. But fortunately for us, we do have the Cover the Grave for the Maxi at least. So that's what we're going to do here. Get the bug out of here. So that we can special summon the Hydrant. We're going to send the Preventer to the graveyard, activate the Hydrant, get the Airlifter because we have a normal summon. Normal summon Airlifter, get ourselves the alert. So we could alert ourselves a monster to the hand, which is going to be the Turbulence. Now we're going to use both of these monsters here to go into the Sunlight Wolf. Give me that, it's mine. So here we're going to activate the Turbulence, banish 2 cards from the graveyard to special summon the Turbulence, bring it out here. We're going to activate the Sunlight Wolf and get the Airlifter to the hand for follow-up next turn. We're going to activate the Turbulence, set our back row the Extinguish, speed this up because I don't know why this is so slow. Emergency and Rescue. Now we use both of these to go into the Promethean Princess, activate Promethean Princess, special summon the Preventer. Use both of these to go into the Whale. For materials, bring it out here. Now we get to activate the Preventer to special summon the Hydrant that we banished. Set down our extra back row and our turn. So this is the 50 card version. That's why we have the Super Poly. We have the full board, we have the Airlifter, and a Nibiru in the back, which is really cool. But we also have the Rescue, which means we can rescue the Preventer from the graveyard. Here they're gonna normal summon one of the Sky Striker monsters. We're gonna extinguish that immediately. They can activate its effect. He does have the spell, the Hornet Drone, so he gets to bring a little body onto the field. We're gonna pop that immediately. He does have a Call by the Grave, so he's gonna Call by the Grave the Promethean Princess here. Really nice play, so now they get to use this thing to link off into whatever they want. Call by the Grave the Promethean Princess, get it out of here. Link the monster into a Kagari. Bring it out. So he's gonna activate Kagari's effect. He's gonna recycle this thing, which I'm not gonna negate it because what the heck is that gonna do to us? Nothing. He's gonna activate it right. Gek gonna activate the Super Poly. These are 2 fire monsters right here, so we don't have any issues doing this right now. Get them both out of here. We're gonna make a Gokura. Bring it out. So now he gets to destroy the board, pop everything, and now we get to draw a card with the Garura. I still have the Rescue and I still have the Emergency. So if we want here, we could emergency another Hydrant onto the field or any other monster for that matter. Or we could just rescue one that's in the graveyard. We're going to activate to draw a card, but he's going to scoop. Because at this point in time, bro doesn't have anything. It's clear that he doesn't have anything. He recycled the freaking token spell, which is not going to do much. So let's continue. Alright, gang, here we are for replay number 3, number 3 of the day. And we're going second. This is against Ice Train here. Now I'm mainly gonna show you this replay because of the fact that we're gonna show you the weakness of this deck. As we special summon the Diablo Star, activate, get the original 6 for spoils. They're gonna ash the spoils. We do have the Cross Out Designator, which essentially we didn't necessarily need to activate because we had our place here. So we could have saved that for like a nib or something, but we're fine here. As we're gonna banish the Ash, get that thing out of here, special summon the Hydrant, activate the Hydrant, get the Airlifter. We have a normal summon, gotta set the alert. He's gonna throw the Maxi, which essentially, like I said, we probably should have just saved the cross out for something else, but it is what it is. We're gonna go with the Turbulence here. Before they even get to draw any cards, we're just gonna activate the Turbulence, set our back row, and that way the Maxi was useless. So they don't get to draw anything here unless I would decide to start popping off, but I'm fine with this. We have all of our traps and spells in the back, legitimately all of them. We have the Impulse. Here they're gonna activate the Evenly Match. And this is the problem. This thing is actually being played by a bunch of people in the game. I've been getting hit with this thing left and right, up and down, every direction that you can think of. And this is the one problem with this deck. We can't stop that. So here I'm gonna activate the alert. We're gonna activate the emergency. I'm gonna just send the Turbulence to the graveyard. That's basically all I'm doing. Special summon the Impulse and the Turbulence to the graveyard. Alert, we're gonna get ourselves the Fire Engine to the hand. And we just basically gotta get rid of everything. So I decided to leave the Extinguish on the field because if they normal summon or whatever, they activate a monster effect on the field, we can Impulse. And then after we Impulse, we could get the engine. So this means we could still have 2 disruptions, right? They activate a monster effect, I Impulse, special summon the Preventer. This thing special summon, we can flip a monster face down and then we can extinguish whatever we want. Or we could just bring the Hydrant. So again, the Fire Engine gets a special summon. They're gonna normal summon the Revealer of the Ice Barrier, right? Activating its effect. We're gonna throw out the Impulse. So he does have a Call by the Grave for the Impulse, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll be getting hit with the craziest shenanigans, fam. So the thing is body negated by the Call by the Grave. Get it out of here. No mañana. So now he's gonna special summon the Hexa. Now because you special summon when this thing is on the field, that means I get to special summon a Hydrant from the deck, which means this thing has the extra effect. We're gonna pop the Hexa. You can't activate that thing anymore, and we managed to survive. Now luckily it wasn't against a crazy deck with a crazy extensions, because we probably would have lost that duel against any of the decks that are in the tier list, like tier 3, tier whatever. We would have got smoked for sure. Well, maybe not. It depends on what the heck they would have special summoned and what the heck we popped, right? So let's continue. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero 4, number 4 of the day. And this was also a really good duel as well. I believe this is against Voiceless Voice. We're going to activate that one because we want that W, getting ourselves at the Avastar. We're going to send one of the airlifters to the graveyard to special summon the Avastar, activate the Avastar's effect, getting ourselves the original Sinful Spoil. He's going to throw the Maxi. So here immediately, luckily for us, we again have the Call by the Grave. Because I got, yo, if you were there for the stream, I'd take Maxi challenges like it's nobody's business. It's my thing. It's my thing. So we're going to negate that thing. We're going to activate the spoils, get the Avastar out of here, special summon the Hydrant, getting ourselves the Preventer. We're going to activate the one to recycle the spoils so we could draw a card here. We're going to go into Emergency, which is really nice. We're going to normal summon the Airlifter, get ourselves the Alert, activate the Alert so we can get ourselves the Turbulence to the hand. We're going to use both of these monsters to go into the SP, the Little Knight, aka Stu a Little, activate the Preventer, banish the Hydrant, activate the Turbulence, banish 2 cards from the graveyard to special summon it. Because at this point in time, we don't need to do anything else, right? The only thing that we have to do is activate this, and then if they have an Infinite Impermanence or Veiler, then we dodge it. If they have a Gamma, which they did, then there's nothing for me to do. But what we're going to do here is activate the Emergency, because we're going to try and get it to the graveyard. So that way I can special summon, even though we're not dodging the negate, I wanted to special summon something different, get more bodies. But he did have the Ash. So he's gonna Ash here, so I activated the SP Little Knight to banish himself and the Hydrant. Well, the Turbulence, I'm sorry. Get the out of here, Emergency gets negated. The Turbulence gets negated. He gets to put the Gamma onto the field. And we basically can't do anything. So we're gonna go end phase and bring these back. Now luckily for us, because of the way we did this in the order of everything, we do get the Turbulence back in the SP Little Knight. So we can banish a monster on effect activation, and then we can flip a card face down. So we still have 2 disruptions, right? So here they're going to activate the Saphira. Again, we're playing against the Voiceless Voice. They're going to get themselves the Skull Guardian here, activating the Saphira, banishing it, so they could special summon the Skull Guardian onto the field by using the other Skull Guardian. Which means they didn't open up with the greatest of hands, right? But they opened up with enough because they activate the Skull Guardian. We're going to banish that thing and get it out of here. We probably would have been better to flip it face down, but I was planning on putting the low face down. Is what I was thinking at the time. So he's going to activate the Prayers, banish that thing, to special summon Star Abyss. Now I have to flip down the Service. And if you're wondering why do you have to flip down the Service, because he has a normal summon, so if he normal summons the low, activates the low, I can't flip the low because this is gonna negate it. So he just decided to flip that thing down. He's gonna get the Blessing to the hand, activate the Blessing, bring the Skull Guardian back to the hand, and end his face. Now I understand what he was doing here, but I don't think this was the play. Because clearly what he wants to do is, if I normal summon or do any summoning, he's going to activate the Blessing, use this as material, and make another ritual monster. That's the play that he's making. But he should have went for the barrier because it was coming back, giving you the negate anyways, right? So because he didn't do so, we're going to draw the original Sinful Spoils. Now I'm going to activate the Preventer to flip this face down. He's going to activate the Skull Guardian's effect, which means the Preventer is going to get popped. So now I'm going to activate the SP Little Knight because I can target you because you don't have a barrier. And we're going to banish her off of the field. Get her out of here. So the SP Little Knight and the low are gone. Get him out. Our Turbulence gets popped, our Preventer gets popped and negated, which is going to trigger the Turbulence to activate. I get to pop a card on the field, so we're going to pop the Blessing and he's just going to scoop. Because after this, we pop the Blessing, most people only play once, so that's bad already. 2, I have a Hydrant in the hand and I drew another card, and we still have the Turbulence that I can activate right now. So yeah, it was GG's. So let's continue. Oh yeah, this is another game that I really enjoyed. I think you're gonna enjoy watching. Where we went first against Flu, now we're bricked. He's gonna throw out a Max C, which is hilarious because I legitimately have nothing. Even though here I should have set the Contain, I just didn't want to set the Contain yet because people always have a Heartbeat Feather Duster, but it would have been smart for me to set it anyways, because if we have it in the graveyard, then we have a card to banish with Turbulence. So I should have set that down. Didn't really matter much because they're going to activate the Pot of Extravagance here. They're going to draw 2. Normal summon the Rubina, activate Rubina, getting themselves the Stride. So here you're gonna normal summon the Eaglin, activate the Eaglin, get the Empen, special summon the Empen, or tribute summon the Empen, activate Rubina that got banished, which means Rubina is gonna come back to the hand. Empen is gonna search out probably a spell here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're gonna search out the magnificent map so they could try and find themselves here. They're gonna set the map in the corner, activate the map. They're gonna show us the toucan. They're gonna banish a card. They're gonna normal summon the toucan technically, and they basically banish the Fluander. This guy is nice. This guy plays Flu because he banished the Fluander's wins. Normal summon the toucan, activate the toucan to get the wins back to the hand. That is a really good play. That is a really good play. Goes battle phase, slap us for the 27, slap us for the 500. I hope my audio wasn't low this whole time. I really hope so. But either way, he's gonna set the back row, end the turn. We're gonna activate the original Sinful Spoils here, and we're gonna put the Emperor in the back because it's the floodgate that we gotta worry about. Get it out of here. So this is the thing, right? I have an emergency. We were bricked, but now we're good. If he doesn't have an Ash, we may place. Now the thing is, if I normal summon once, we probably lose the duel. That's the game. So we don't have to normal summon. Activate emergency, special summon the Hydrant, send the Preventer, activate the Hydrant, get ourselves the Turbulence. And he's gonna activate the Diddy Crow to banish the Preventer from the graveyard, which would have legitimately ended our whole career. Because of the fact that I need 2 cards in the graveyard. I mean, technically, I would have linked this off into Link Karibo, and we would have still had plays. But I like the fact that we had the Call by the Grave. We can Call by the Grave with Diddy Crow, get the thing out. Get it out. So from here on out, now we get to make our plays. We activate the Turbulence, banish 2 cards from the graveyard, special summon the Turbulence, activate its effects, set our back row. Set them all 4. Now we're going to activate the alert here so we can search. We're going to search out another Preventer. So now we're going to activate the original Sinful Spoils so we can special summon the Poplar, activate the Preventer, banish the Hydrant, activate Preventer, flip down the Toucan. We're going to go into the Nightmare Phoenix so that we can activate Nightmare Phoenix effect and we can pop whatever this is. Because this is dead, we don't know what this is, and it's all we have to worry about, and it's a freaking evenly match, by the way. As we activate the Preventer, activate the Poplar. I just activated this for no reason because I know we're going to go for the OTK. Put this thing in the back, Preventer, special summon the Hydrant. Again, we're going to pop the back row, which was evenly matched the whole time. So now we both for these monsters, we get to make the Promethean de la Princess, bring it out here. And you know what combo we're doing. We're going to do the Generate OTK combo, going to the Raging Phoenix if I'm angry, and he's just going to scoop. Bro, he's just going to scoop entirely because of the fact that I know not to normal summon. If we would have normal summoned at some point in time, he gets to activate the freaking Explore Winds in the back. He gets to basically tribute my monsters, bounce cards back to the... It would have been a whole problem. So let's continue. Alright gang, so here we are for replay numero 6, number 6 of the day. You guys are gonna like this one. We're going second against Rika. Now I like Rika, but bro was playing floodgates. So he's gonna activate the Unexpected Die. Basically special summon the Loki from the deck. Getting ourselves the Sunavalon Dryas. Now, I played this deck like months ago. So probably should have negated with the Gamma here, but I wanted to save this for a better, bigger Link monster. I was gonna let them, make their board, but I wanted to pop the one Link monster that I think I should have popped. But they're gonna get themselves the Sun by Snow here, which is what allows to do the whole combo. And then special summon the Sunset Twins, activate the Dryas, activate the Twin. Twin is gonna special summon the Loki from the graveyard. Bring the Loki out here. They're gonna special summon the Healer. Healer's gonna give him life points, which is gonna trigger some effects in a second. As they're gonna go into the Jasmine. Now the Jasmine is the card that I feel like we should always gamma, because she's the one that's gonna start enabling things for them getting life points. But I made a crucial mistake. As they're gonna link up with the Twins into another copy of a Dryas, bring it out here. So now he gets to link up the Loki into another Sunvine Healer. And again, that's going to allow them to gain life points. And that's going to trigger Jasmine's effect. When they activate the Jasmine, I'm going to activate the Gamma. So 100%, I think this is the best play we could make right here. Because one Jasmine is off the field and they have to improvise on what type of board they're going to make. But I forgot that the Sunvine actually protects monsters from destruction. So sometimes here, we negate it, but so what? It's protected from the destruction. So they get to activate a second effect, get rid of a card, bring back the Lily onto the field, activate the Lily, get rid of a card, getting instead of the Therion Colosseum. So there's one thing that you're going to search with that, the Void, the one, the King Regulus. So now they're gonna use both of these monsters here to go into the Sun Valon Malleus. So they get to activate its effect, special summon the Loki back onto the field, activate the King Regulus, attaching the Lily onto itself so he can special summon it. Now they have an Omni Negate. They're gonna use both of these monsters here to link into the link for Bengal Lancer, the Resurgence, which is a bounce back. They're gonna activate the Mudan, getting rid of the Dryas to special summon this. They're gonna search out the Rika Con. They're gonna set down the Rika Con, activating its effect so they can search one of the spell, the Rika Glamour. And now the Rika Glamour basically gonna search out 2 cards here by sending a card to the graveyard. So they're gonna get the Princess to the hand, and then they're gonna get the Cactus Bouncer, which bro has not even normal summon yet, by the way. He has a normal summon, so he get the Cactus Bouncer here. Now he's gonna normal summon the Cactus and end phase. So if you guys haven't read this thing, this is while another plant monster is on the field, neither player can special summon monster. This is a plant monster, so as long as this is on the field, I can't special summon. So they have an Omni Negate and a Floodgate and a bounce back, right? So it is what it is. Here we're gonna draw the emergency. We're gonna activate the original Sinful Spoils to put this thing in the bag, which I knew was gonna prompt them to negate with the King Regulus. So they're gonna negate the spoil with the King Regulus, which is exactly what I was trying to bait out because we are talented. We do have the triple tactic challenge, so I'm gonna activate that thing, and I'm not even gonna take over this. I'm gonna take over the Bengal Lancer because I can activate its effect, pay life points equal to this thing attack, and bounce it back to the hand. He's gonna throw the Max C. Locally for us, we do have the Cross Out Designator. Cross it out designatedly. Stop that right there. Because we're gonna special summon a good amount of times. And the crazy thing is that this is a link 4. So if I want to make Sealantis now, I can. So we just have the Sealantis play off of nothing as we activate the Bonfire, getting ourselves the Poplar. We're gonna activate the Poplar, special summon it, activate its effect, get the original Sinful Spoils. We're gonna link off into the Link Karibo, send the Poplar in the back, activate the Spoils, get Poplar out of here, special summon the Hydrant, activate the Hydrant, get the Airlifter, and yeah. We haven't even normal summon yet, bro. At least I don't think. So we got full combo from here, and bro, it's just man. We got rid of the Floodgate because that thing alone, we don't even have a monster that I could have normal summoned to attack over that anyways. So let's continue. Alright, familia, here we are for replay number 7, number 7 of the day. And we're going second against Yubel here, and this was a funny match because it was just hand traps, I think. Because they're going to normal summon the D-Lotus. We're going to throw the Maxi. He doesn't want that follow-up to that, which is cool with us 100%. He's going to throw his own Maxi, so I'm going to activate the emergency here, hoping that he doesn't have an Ash, which he doesn't. So we're going to send the Impulse to the graveyard, special summon the Hydrant. We're going to activate the Hydrant so we can make our plays, but he does have the Infinite Impermanence. So sometimes we legitimately have no more plays from here, but luckily and unluckily we bricked on traps, so now we have plays, which is insane. So here I decided to activate the Extinguish preemptively before they get to activate this thing's effect, because the thing is, if I allow them to, well, if they activate this, they special summon the Spirit of Yubel, I pop the Spirit of Yubel or negate it or whatever, but then he has to, yeah, he could link off, I think this would have been the best play. So we're going to try and pop it preemptively. Of course he has a Squirmer. I'm going to throw my second copy of the Maxi. This is Maxi Wars. So get the Squirmer out here, pop the D-Lotus. We're going to draw a card off of that. Extinguish basically did nothing. So here they're going to show us the Spirit of Yubel, send the Squirmer back to get a Phantom of Yubel, and basically give us a card. Now, okay, maybe yeah, because of the Max. I was going to say maybe that wasn't the best play, but now I can contain this thing. We still have the Hydrant. We activate the Hydrant, and yeah, bro has nothing. He can't negate anything. And we even have the emergency and the Ash in the hand too. So HGG's, let's continue. Alright, familia, here we are for replay numero 8, number 8 of the day. In the last replay, I'm gonna see, I don't think I have enough time, but I might give you live gameplay, but I don't think I have the time. But either way, they're gonna normal summon the Primera here, activate Primera, we're gonna Gamma. And this is the reason why Gamma is crazy, because they're gonna Ash, right? Ash the Gamma. Now the thing about Ash and the Gamma is that Gamma is still activatable, which is freaking insane that you could do that, but it is what it is, right? They're gonna get the stand-ups interior so they can stand on business here, standing that thing in the back, activating its effect, getting rid of a card so they can say that you're there in the background. So essentially they have a level 12 or a level 8 play, right? And if you're wondering why wouldn't he continue making plays, one, he probably could tell that I had the max C because I wasn't toggled off and I kept prompting. And two, if he activates this special summon, activate this effect, put it in the bag, we still gamma. So yeah, it wasn't gonna happen either way. So now we're gonna get rid of the gamma so we can special summon the Diablo Star, activate the Diablo Star's effect. He's gonna special summon Trudea from the bag. We're gonna throw out the max C, and he had the Ash, but I just drew into the Call by the Grave. So sad times. It's just sad times. We're gonna cover the Grave, the Ash, get it out of here. He's gonna special summon this thing onto the field. Now he gets to synchro summon into a level 12 Lagatia. So bring the Lagatia out here. We get to draw another card. Lagatia activate. We're gonna activate the Impulse, and I'm gonna special summon the Turbulence. Now I know that by doing this, he's gonna pop the Turbulence instead of popping the Diablo Star, but I'm fine with that because of the cards that we have in the hand. Pop the Turbulence. Now we activate the Subversion. Put the Lagatia in the back, activate the Bonfire, getting ourselves the Poplar, which means we get to special summon the Poplar, activate its effect, get ourselves the original Simple Spoil. We're gonna use both of these monsters to go into the Hita, put the Poplar in the back, activate Hita, special summon the Ash, normal summon the Airlifter, getting ourselves the Rescue X HQ. Then we're gonna use both of these, go Promethean Princess, activate the Princess, special summon the Turbulence, so we could set our back row, and he was hiding his own Gamma this whole time. Bro was toggled off with his Gamma, ready for the Turbulence to negate it and pop it. So here we lose the Turbulence, get that thing out of here. We go into another card, but what does it matter? We're gonna normal summon the Hydrant, get the Preventer, banish the Turbulence, summon Preventer, use both of these monsters, Promethean Princess and Preventer, to go into the Raging Phoenix, activate Preventer, special summon the Turbulence that's been banished. Yeah, it was too late. It was too late for the Gamma. He was so fixated in gammaing the Turbulence that he didn't realize how many bodies we were bringing onto the field. I mean, essentially, we were still under the Maxi challenge anyway, so what the heck did it matter? So with that being said, let's continue. Alright, familia, unfortunately, that's all that I have time for you guys today. I would have loved to give you guys some live gameplay on it because the deck list is still great. It's still amazing and all that. It's just you can kind of feel the consistency here with the Airlifter. And then it's the fact that you can't target cards. A lot of the decks nowadays revolve around back row, even this one. So the fact that you can't pop, like, you know, the spells for the Fire King, the fact that you can't pop the back row for Yubel, the fact that you can't pop the back row for Voiceless Voice, is struggling a little bit in the current meta against certain decks, but it's still a good viable deck. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Again, if you did, please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the yapping. Continue having a great day, and I'm gonna catch you guys. Oh, my fault. If you made it this far into the game, I might just post the screenshots at the beginning. I went 10 and 10 with the deck, and a few of those games I lost because I basically played bad. Just so you know, the deck is still really good. So with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.